Okay, let's get this show on the road. Hello, friends. Welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to show you guys how I do my eyebrows. Specifically grooming my eyebrows. I know that in past videos I've shown you guys how I fill them in, but I wanted to, always have people asking me, how do you get your eyebrows to look so good? First of all, if you've ever been one of those people, thank you, because that's like the biggest compliment ever. But I wanted to kind of talk to you guys about what I do, like the different kind of techniques I use, stuff like that. And I wanted to talk to you guys about what I tint my eyebrows with. So I have them filled in right now. Unfortunately, I wish my eyebrows were this dark, but they're not, naturally at least. So I'm gonna pull my glasses off first. Okay, not first of all, I already said first of all, but I have this giant thing formation on my chin and it's frightening. Okay, it's like really scary looking, so I apologize. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit when I show you guys like how I'm tweezing my eyebrows and stuff, so I apologize if you see that and you're like alarmed. Okay, it's not gonna like attack you guys or anything, but it is kind of scary looking. So I have, where did I put my tweezers? Here they are. I have, these are the tweezers, these are the tweezers I had in a haul from TJ Maxx like a couple videos ago. I can't remember what brand they are, but they seem to work really good, and they're pretty, like if you guys can see, they're pretty sharp, you know, which is good. So if you are somebody who is trying to figure out how to shape your brows and you're not really sure like how to get the shape that you want, I would say a really good tip that I've learned is to fill in your eyebrows how you want them to look. So, you know, take a pencil or whatever eyebrow product you use and fill them in to your liking, however you want them to look, and then kind of tweeze around that, if that makes sense. That will ensure that you're not over tweezing. I think that's a big problem for a lot of people, is that they're over tweezing and they are taking too much hair off, and then they can't figure out why their brows aren't how they like. You guys know what I'm talking about. I've done it. Clearly you guys have seen a couple videos last year. I straight up like shaved the end of this eyebrow off, and we'll talk more about this eyebrow because it's the devil. I can't stand this eyebrow. This eyebrow, perfect. It's always doing its thing. It's whatever. This one, I don't know what. It has a complete mind of its own, and it's really just irritating. So I have a mirror in front of me. I'm gonna try to get it positioned so you guys can see what the heck I'm doing. But I'm just going to tweeze them with nothing on. I wanted to show you guys kind of how they look when I have them filled in. I used to fill them in like a lot heavier handed than I do now, but I'm just not crazy about that look anymore. Plus I don't wear makeup that often. So, but yeah, I don't fill mine in super dark or thick anymore, but I wanted to show you guys kind of how they look, how I would like them to ideally look just naturally. So that's why I left my eyebrows or the stuff on first. So I'm going to zoom in and I'll show you guys kind of how I tweeze them and stuff like that. So I apologize that my face is this close. I know it's like probably very frightening, but I need to be this close so you guys can see what I'm doing. So I'm gonna start with my right eyebrow because this is the one that behaves and the other one is the one that doesn't behave. we're gonna start on my right eyebrow. So, what is this thing? Really? Like, what is that? Excuse me. I like to keep my eyebrows a little bit thicker, so I'm just gonna kind of start under here, like right under here where I know I don't want these hairs for sure. And then I just kind of, like this one down here, yeah, clearly no. Is this one right here, like what? Excuse me, ma'am. And then I try to get these ones up here above my brow. And then this eyebrow never really needs a lot, thankfully. But I'm gonna take a couple like from right here, like this one right here. Hello, there we go. And then there's a couple right in here that need to go. That one. This one is never, can you guys still see? I'm just checking it real quick and then I'll tilt my head back. Okay. This eyebrow never really needs a lot. It just behaves most of the time, thankfully. So let me tilt it down and just look and see. Yeah, let me grab a couple of these little ones right here. The thing that I used in the video last year where I showed you guys how I shaved my face, I use one of those under here just to get like the little, hairs that pop up. I didn't bring it with me, but I don't really need it. I just shaved my face the other day, so I already kind of went underneath there. So I think this one is pretty much done. This one doesn't take a lot. A couple hairs right here. Let me grab these. Sometimes like on the outside of them right here like that, I just take like I'm not actually grabbing specific hairs. I'll just take the tweezers and kind of, if you guys can see that, hopefully you can, and just kind of go along there. And I do the same thing kind of along the top, just light pressure, but that helps get the hairs that you can't see. But then I also shave my face, so that helps as well. So we're gonna move on to this eyebrow that I hate. Hey y'all, it's me. The clip you're about to watch is me doing this eyebrow. Listen, please don't judge me. Literally the whole entire clip, it's like my eyebrow's like down here in the frame. So I'm sorry about that. I did not mean for that to happen. I didn't realize that I was that out of frame, because when I was talking about my eyebrow, it was pretty much perfect in the frame. But when I went to actually tweeze it, it wasn't. And obviously I can't reshoot it because I've already tweezed my eyebrow. So I'm sorry about that, but you guys will see what I'm talking about here in the next clip. Okay guys, so I just changed like the angle of the camera and the one light I have, because this one is just really difficult. So it was hard for me to see with the way I had the camera. So hopefully you guys can, sorry that you're so close to my face, but this eyebrow I've been leaving to kind of grow because it just does weird stuff. So I shaved it off last year, and then this year I've been leaving it, trying to let it grow. But it's still crazy. Like this, I don't know if you guys can see this. I think you can. This hair, like, what are you doing? It just grows like the completely wrong way. Like, what are you doing? I caught my skin a little bit up here, so if you guys see it, I'm on blood thinner, so I bleed really easily. So if you guys see it start to bleed a little bit, don't be alarmed. I just kind of grabbed my skin a little bit. Okay, all these nasty ones, they're going. I think one of the keys to not over plucking is just like taking it one hair at a time. If you go in there and you're like ripping a bunch of hair out all at once, you're just gonna mess up the whole pattern of the eyebrow up. So I try to leave, now I need to fix the outside of this one, see how it's kind of bunched up right there. But I try to leave as many hairs as possible. I kind of try to think of it as like, if this is where my eyebrow would be filled in at, I'm not tweezing anything inside of there. I know I just took that one hair out, but for whatever reason, that hair always grows like straight down and it's annoying. So I always pluck that one. But for these ones, like I have weird like patchiness in this eyebrow. I'm sure you guys can see it, and I'm running these tweezers through it is not making it better. But I have some patchiness like right in through here. Yeah, you can really see it in the camera. So I don't mess with that. I have in the past, but I try to just leave that. I don't have patchiness in this eyebrow pretty much at all. But this one, I've got a lot of issues with patchiness, and the hair just is very inconsistent right through here. So what I need to fix, and I know you guys can clearly see this, is it like comes out and then there's like a point here, but this part comes out. So instead of plucking this end part off, I'm going to kind of run, and this would be easier if you had a spoolie, but I forgot to grab one, so we're just gonna do it. I'm actually, instead of tweezing these bottom hairs off, I really want my eyebrow to kind of come to a point, if that makes sense. So I am going to, and this is kind of like, I've been waiting for this to happen. This is what I've been wanting to happen, because my eyebrow has been really kind of misshapen. Like it comes out here too far instead of going downward like this one does. So I've been really trying to just let it grow and let these hairs at the end here grow out, and then coming in and plucking this kind of blunt spot right there off, if that makes sense. So we're gonna get to it. I'm just gonna kind of pull these hairs forward so I can kind of see where I'm going, and we're gonna get to it here. Couple. And another really good thing to try to, hopefully that was in focus. Another really important thing to do when you are doing your eyebrows is stopping and checking. Like, don't just keep going because that's how you're gonna end up with the over plucking, is if you're just, you never stop and you're just like, and you just keep going. You need to stop and kind of evaluate what you have done thus far. I think that looks definitely a lot better. Hopefully the camera's focusing properly. Yeah, that definitely looks a lot better. Let me kind of push these out and see how it looks. Yeah, I mean, I know it looks kind of, hello, there we go, wild like that, but let me see if there's any like up here farther that I need to get. Not really. Maybe this one right here. Yep. There, that's better. That's much better. One hair can make a whole world of difference, okay? So that's why I'm saying, like, just try to go hair by hair, instead of just like grabbing a bunch and not stopping to check. Another thing is, if you are wanting kind of a similar like arched look, one thing that I noticed that people do is they do a lot of tweezing like here at the base of your eyebrow, I don't do hardly any tweezing down here. I let this grow straight. Another place that I don't do a lot of tweezing is here. Let me, like right in here. Now this is patchy for me on this eyebrow. On this eyebrow, it's not patchy. But I just like this to grow straight and then just kind of grow into my brow. So I just pretty much leave that alone. Unless there's like a hair that I really don't want there, I leave it alone, especially on this eyebrow because like I said, you can see, I mean, you can clearly see that it's patchy and I don't touch that area. So it's just how my eyebrow grows, which is annoying, but you know, it is what it is. So I think I'm going to leave this. Ideally, what I would like is some more hairs to kind of fill out like through here, this area down here, and then I can kind of take a couple more off the top here this way and have it angled down more. That's how I would like it and appreciate it being, but like I said, this eyebrow is just, it's on its own terms, so. Okay guys, sorry about that. My camera was overheating, so I had to stop real quick, but I didn't really do anything after I got done, you know, tweezing this eyebrow on camera. What I wanted to just briefly kind of talk to you guys about is I've had a lot of, like I said in the beginning, I've had a lot of people ask me, you know, how do you get your eyebrows like that? Which is really nice. It's like the greatest compliment ever, like I said before. But a lot of people, I think, have a little bit unrealistic expectations sometimes. If your eyebrows don't grow like this, it's gonna be a lot harder to achieve an eyebrow like this than somebody, I don't mean somebody like me, but my eyebrows naturally grow in an arch like this, if that makes sense. Like that's how they naturally grow. Now, if I let them grow out and didn't tweeze them or do anything to them, they would still have this shape, this base shape. There would just be a lot of hairs like underneath and some up top and whatever. But they would still have this same base shape. I hope that makes sense. I've had people, like I said before, you know, say things to me, oh, how do you get your eyebrows like that? Well, if you're doing your eyebrows like by yourself, like I do, and your eyebrows don't naturally grow that way, it's going to be a lot harder. You can always go to a professional and see if they can get them to kind of go like this. It will probably take a lot of maybe growing out and then waxing or touching them up or whatever it is that you have a professional do. It will probably take quite a few sessions. It's like going from black hair to blonde hair. Like there's a lot of transformation that has to take place. So definitely keep that in mind. If you're somebody who you're like, oh, I wish my eyebrows looked like that, but if your eyebrows don't grow this way, it's probably not you that's doing anything wrong. It's just if you don't naturally have eyebrows that grow that way, sometimes there's just not a lot you can do about it, which is unfortunate, but it's just the truth. And I feel bad because I think some people think that they're not doing their eyebrows the right way, but it's not that. It's just if your eyebrows don't grow that way, there's not a whole lot you can do. So I'm gonna pull up a picture of, so the stuff that I use to tint my eyebrows at home, I'll do a video on this too. Most of you probably know about this stuff. It's not like some kind of secret. At least I don't think it's a secret. I buy mine at Walmart. You can probably get it anywhere. You can probably get it at any type of grocery store, drugstore, Walmart. This is what it looks like. It's called Just for Men Mustache and Beard. You guys can see that. I get mine in the color dark brown and it's basically black. If you like, clearly my hair is black, so that's why I get it so dark. And I'll do a video on how I tint them because you have to be careful with the color and it's just kind of a process. So I'll do a video sometime on that as well, but I just wanted to show you guys how I tweeze my eyebrows and stuff like that. I know it's not like a big ordeal because I keep up with them. I tried to let them grow out a little bit for this video, but it gets to the point where I can't take it any longer. So they gotta go. So that's kind of where I was at, especially with my left brow, because it's just on a whole different level. I don't know what level it's on, but it's on a different one. My right eyebrow, like I said, is usually pretty good, but this one was out of control. You guys saw that like stump thing on the, no, it's not cute at all. So, if you guys have any questions for me, or, you know, you want any suggestions or anything, just comment down below. I'd be happy to, you know, I'm not an expert, clearly, but I've been doing my own brows since I was probably 18 or 19. I'm 20, I'm 25 now. I'll be 26 in June. But I don't ever get my eyebrows waxed. I think it's really bad for your skin. I used to get it done, but it just kind of freaks me out because you're leaving the fate of these bad boys in somebody else's hands, and it just kind of scares me. So for years now, I've done my eyebrows myself. And I just think waxing is just really bad for your skin. A lot of people probably disagree. I'm not there for it. Like this tender, sensitive skin right here underneath your eyebrows, and like, which is basically your eyelid. To me, it's just such soft, supple skin. The thought of, I don't know, I honestly can't believe I ever got my eyebrows waxed, but that's just my opinion. It's not to say that if you do that there's something wrong with it. It's just my thought and opinion on it. So, like I said, if you guys have any questions or need any suggestions or anything, leave me a comment down below. I'd be happy to help out. That is it for this video. I hope my eyebrows look decent. I hope you guys aren't like, why were you showing us this? Because they look like shit. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of give you guys a brief like rundown of what I do. So I hope you guys like this video. Make sure to subscribe to my channel. I know that I've been a little bit inconsistent on what days I've been uploading, but I've been really trying hard to do it every week. You guys know it's hard sometimes when you're an adult and you have like a life outside of, you know, I work, I do photography stuff. So it's just kind of hard sometimes to upload on the exact same day every week, but I do try. So I hope you guys like this video. Make sure to subscribe. I'll be uploading weekly. I hope you guys have a beautiful day. I love you all, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.